So I am doing my 5 yoga poses in nature today from my front porch. I really, really love my front porch. It's a super deep porch. Like, I have my arms completely out and I'm not even close to my front door. And then it's super long, like it's the whole span of our house, which we have a really wide house, I think. Okay, that was the mountain pose, and now I'm going to do the triangle pose. And the way that I looked up the triangle pose this time is it's on the same side. Okay. And then the other side. There's still a little blueness to the sky. It's not even like pitch black out yet. So then the downward facing dog. So that is feet just a little bit closer together. I had more of like a wide triangle leg, and for downward facing dog, it's more of just a tiny bit more than hip width apart. First you're doing like the forward fold, and I have the hardest time keeping my head in line with my arms. I'm always like here, or my shoulder, the front part of my shoulder is really tight, so and the last time I didn't get my fingertips even all the way touching. You're pushing your weight back into your heels. You're not leaning forward onto the balls of your feet. And then you bend the knees and swoop up. You're not like standing straight up from that. And then the pyramid pose is you're doing that wider triangle with the feet again. And then both legs are staying straight. Legs are straight with the downward dog. Legs are straight with the triangle pose. I mean, you keep your knees a little bit soft. You don't lock your knees, but they're not in a lunge or bent at all. Hands on both sides, same foot, and then that foot is pointed just slightly out the way your gaze is going, and the other foot is more straight. Again, knees not locked but not bent, so a little bit on the soft side. I can put my fingertips down this way so that my knuckles are even with my middle knuckles are even with my toes. Head down. Again, I am not a yoga instructor. This is my personal journey. I'm explaining just as much for myself so that I can see the video and see if I did what I said. Because sometimes I feel like I'm doing the pose right. And then when I go back and edit the video, I was not in the pose at all. Again, bending the knee a little bit and pulling back up. So then this foot goes more straight with the body, and this toe is more pointed, and I'll be going down on both hands on the same leg, just like I did before. And this side, I'm not able to get my fingers as flat. I'm still having my fingers in line with my toe to the knuckle, but they're not like going down into a flat palm quite as much. My hamstring is stretching a lot more on this leg, so it's a lot tighter, that means, potentially. For me, this is really about getting myself to do this consistently, like making myself take time to do 5 yoga poses. It isn't about really getting exercise in. I still try to do something at least 3 times a week, different, you know, with a little bit more physicality to it, whether it's walking or I do dancing, and I do dancing in like repetitious motion so that it's more like an exercise. So I'll do the grapevine, or I'll do a dance move and then do it repeatedly, so it's like a motion. And then the last one is rolling my shoulders back to get into palm facing forward, hands down mountain pose. So again, toes are straight, they're pretty much hip width apart, knees are loose. The belly should rise when your air is going into the lower part of your lungs. Your jaw should stay soft. And then when you breathe in, you're breathing in and your belly button is tucking toward your spine. So I roll my shoulders back to really push my hands down and away. I'm really feeling it here. Okay, I hope you guys have a great night. Dance like no one's watching and enjoy life.